Okay, we're back in the garden today to do a few little projects, just a little refresh. And these little projects sort of inspire bigger ones, which I'm hoping happens to me because there's lots to do in this petite garden. But today I'm trying to redo this garden bed. It was supposed to be this little heart out of rocks, and all of the succulents were supposed to fill in, but that never happened, and so this went by the wayside. So today I'm going to take out the weeds, refresh it with some new soil, and take some cuttings around the garden and fill in some of the holes. But first things first, we've got to get rid of these weeds. Yuck. Okay, so the next step is to swap out the rocks for some bigger ones to create a heart border that's a little bit more distinct than it is now. And that way it doesn't get buried after a couple rainstorms. So let's do that now. So now that I have the border pretty much in place, I want to figure out, and I added succulent cuttings from another part of the garden. And then I bought supplemental succulents from Home Depot to fill out some of the gaps. Where my heart makes a point is where I want to concentrate on planting some of my prettiest succulents. So I'm trying to keep the colors sort of along that muted purplish, lavender, and sage green look. Okay. Well, my succulents aren't covering as far as I had hoped. It's time to shop my garden one more time. I'm sure I can find a few more succulents that can work. Okay, all of the new succulents are tucked in, looking really cute. Now we need to cover with mulch. Mulch makes everything look better. Now that we have the heart-shaped succulent garden put together, it's looking so cute. I just had to stop and admire my bougainvillea, which for me took 3 years to get it to look like this. I mean, they've hobbled along for a couple years before they really have flourished. And I'm so excited. They look so beautiful. Okay, we have one more easy garden fix to do down here. Here is my pink guava tree. It used to be only this tall, and it's doing pretty well. I gave it a good pruning last season, and what I want to do is I want to put a little planter box just as a border because so much of the soil spills out after I water. I also wanted to give my guava tree a little gravitas with the decorative planter, and I was inspired by those beautiful citrus planters at the Versailles Palace outside of Paris. I mean, come on. The guava tree, it was just getting eaten by so many different bugs. As you can tell, it's getting eaten by some kind of a worm. But what I'm liking is what I'm seeing here. We see the cute little guava here. For my decorative planter, I ordered a wooden Christmas tree collar because it's the perfect size. It's flexible, it's on hinges, so it's easily removed when I have to fertilize the plant. And the decorative X's on the sides are wonderful. My plan is to prime and paint the planter Christmas tree collar with a dark charcoal gray chalk paint, which you know is my favorite. It matches what's in the garden already. And I created a pair of these Christmas tree collar / planters for the front of my property, painted them a forest green to match my shutters, and they have lasted through the seasons, through the years. The key is really to make sure you prime and seal it with some weatherproofing, clear sealant. Down here, in the middle of each panel, I put in screw-eye hooks. I think that's what they're called. And with landscape staples, they're going to be going into the ground. Okay. Well, I hope you like these quick garden refresh ideas. I think they look wonderful. I hope you give them a try in your own little garden. I think they're not only aesthetically pleasing, but really easy to do on any scale. I hope to see you next time here on Nutshell Living for more small space tips and tricks. Please subscribe, like, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, see you next time.